Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Golden Bachelorette, Joan Vassos, and Chock Chapple shop for new clothes amid living situation troubles. Are they ignoring their relationship red flags? The Golden Bachelorette's Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple have a unique living arrangement, but they recently went shopping for clothes together. Joan, a 62-year-old private school administrator, and Chock, a 60-year-old insurance executive, got engaged at the end of their season, but they don't live together. Joan lives in Rockford, Maryland, and Chock lives in Wichita, Kansas, which is well over 1,000 miles of distance between them. Joan and Chock appear to be the perfect match, but their living arrangement has raised eyebrows. Since getting engaged on the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Joan and Chock have been flying back and forth, even traveling together often. Though they seem happy now, it remains to be seen how sustainable it is for the couple to maintain a long-distance engagement, let alone a long-distance marriage. Are they ignoring their relationship red flags? Joan loves fashion, and she's always impeccably decked out in style. Chock recently posted an adorable Instagram video of going clothes shopping with Joan. She browses every aisle. I browse for a bench. The clip illustrates how close the couple has grown since getting engaged during the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 finale, despite the physical distance that sometimes stretches between them. Soon after finding each other on the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Joan and Chock discovered their shared love of New York City. The couple decided that, though they keep their separate homes, they'd also look for a third place in NYC. It was a great idea, but the couple's last NYC apartment hunt update was months ago. Though their real estate agent showed them several places, they hadn't found the right one yet. Maybe the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 couple got discouraged by the search. Despite not living together, Joan and Chock have been thriving since getting engaged on the Golden Bachelorette Season 1. The truth is, long-distance relationships rarely work, as proven by the failure of Jerry Turner and Theresa Nist's marriage on the Golden Bachelor Season 1. Being in a long-distance relationship may work for Joan and Chock now, but over time, they may come to find that a long-distance marriage is much more difficult. Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple's love story on the Golden Bachelorette captivated fans with its tender moments and undeniable chemistry. But while their connection seemed rock-solid on screen, their real-life romance appears to be hitting some snags, especially when it comes to their living situation. Recent reports reveal that Joan and Chock have been spotted shopping for new clothes together, smiling and laughing as if they don't have a care in the world. While some might take this as a sign of a couple growing together and embracing new experiences, others suspect it's a distraction, a way to avoid addressing the glaring red flags in their relationship. The joy of shopping, or a cover-up. Witnesses who spotted Joan and Chock strolling through an upscale shopping district noted how at ease they seemed, trying on outfits and playfully critiquing each other's style. They looked like a couple just enjoying a regular day together, one source said. Joan held up a blazer for Chock, joking that he needed to update his grandpa wardrobe, and he fired back that she should buy more dresses that match her smile. While their banter was heartwarming, insiders say their shopping spree may be a form of avoidance. Joan and Chock are reportedly struggling to figure out where they will live now that the Golden Bachelorette's fairy tale glow has dimmed. Joan, a dedicated grandmother and family-oriented woman, is firmly rooted in Maryland, where her children and grandkids reside. Chock, however, has spent decades cultivating a life in his own home state, with deep ties to his community and business ventures. A friend close to the couple revealed they've had several conversations about this, and it's not as easy as just picking a new city together. Joan doesn't want to be too far from her grandkids, and Chock doesn't want to start over somewhere unfamiliar. They've been pushing this issue aside, but it's a big one. Love on borrowed time? While location may be a logistical problem, some fans believe the real issue runs deeper. On the Golden Bachelorette, Joan was drawn to Chock's stability and warmth, finding comfort in his easygoing nature. But now that they're no longer in the controlled environment of the show, where dates are curated and real-world struggles are absent, cracks may be beginning to show. Joan has always been about family first, another source shared. She's been open about how much she values being present for her kids and grandkids. Chock is a great guy, but he might not fit into that picture as seamlessly as they'd hoped. Additionally, fans have pointed out that Joan and Chock's love story, while sweet, didn't face many trials on the show. Now, as they navigate real life together, they're encountering situations that no rose ceremony can solve. Signs of trouble or just growing pains. One major concern is whether Joan and Chock are willing to make compromises. While shopping for new clothes may seem harmless, it could symbolize their desire to focus on the superficial rather than the significant. Some experts suggest that when couples are facing unresolved issues, they often engage in distractions, whether it's redecorating, traveling, or, in this case, revamping their wardrobes. If you're struggling with something big in your relationship, you might subconsciously choose to focus on smaller, more manageable things. Relationship therapist Dr. Amanda Reed explains. Buying new clothes together is fun and lighthearted. Talking about relocating and appending your life? Not so much. Is there a future for Joan and Chock? Fans are divided on whether Joan and Chock can overcome their challenges. Some believe their connection is strong enough to weather any storm, while others think they may be forcing a relationship that isn't meant to last. I love Joan and Chock together, but if neither of them is willing to compromise, what's the point? One fan commented online, "You can't have a serious future together if you don't agree on something as basic as where to live." Others are more optimistic, believing that Joan and Chock simply need time to adjust to life post-Golden Bachelorette. They just need to figure out their rhythm, another fan wrote. Not everything has to be perfect right away. As long as they love each other, they'll find a way. What comes next? For now, Joan and Chock appear committed to making things work, at least in the public eye. Whether their shopping trips are a sign of a strong couple enjoying their time together or a way to mask deeper issues remains to be seen. Ultimately, love requires compromise, communication, and a willingness to tackle the hard questions head-on. If Joan and Chock continue to avoid the elephant in the room, no amount of stylish new outfits will be enough to dress up the reality of their situation. So, are Joan and Chock ignoring their relationship's red flags? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. Love may be golden, but it takes more than a reality show to keep it shining. I love Joan and Chock together, but if neither of them is willing to compromise, what's the point? One fan commented online, "You can't have a serious future together if you don't agree on something as basic as where to live." Others are more optimistic, believing that Joan and Chock simply need time to adjust to life post-Golden Bachelorette. They just need to figure out their rhythm, another fan wrote. Not everything has to be perfect right away. As long as they love each other, they'll find a way. What comes next? For now, Joan and Chock appear committed to making things work, at least in the public eye. Whether their shopping trips are a sign of a strong couple enjoying their time together or a way to mask deeper issues remains to be seen. Ultimately, love requires compromise, communication, and a willingness to tackle the hard questions head-on. If Joan and Chock continue to avoid the elephant in the room, no amount of stylish new outfits will be enough to dress up the reality of their situation. So, are Joan and Chock ignoring their relationship's red flags? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, love may be golden, but it takes more than a reality show to keep it shining.